Welcome to Magic Arcanum. I'm Ryan Gomez. Behind the scenes is Nicole Burdick, and we're so glad you're here because it's story time. The holidays are upon us, and I wanted to offer up some gift ideas for Magic players. Because, well, let's just say I need to earn my way back onto the nice list. So maybe you've got a family member or friend, or you're doing a Secret Santa thing, and all you know about this person is that they like Magic the Gathering. I've got a great list of gift ideas for players of all types and for all budgets. We'll start with clothing from Into the AM, who are the sponsors of this video. In fact, they have sponsored many videos over the past year, and I keep working with them because Nicole and I genuinely love their products. They have got amazing graphic tees with designs that feel very similar to the characters and locations you often find on Magic cards, which makes them a great match for fans of the game. And if you use promo code MAGICARCANUM at checkout, you'll even save 10% on your entire order. Grab one of their bundles or toss in a hoodie. It's all made of premium materials and will keep them comfy and stylish well into the new year. Alright, now that your Magic player is dressed for action, they're going to need some cards, and there are a ton of options, which is part of why this game is so popular. In case you are unfamiliar with how all of this works, in the game of Magic, each player uses a deck of cards that represents their spell book. It might let them summon fierce dragons, or an army of zombies, or cast powerful sorceries that dramatically change the outcome of the game. Part of the appeal is that there are over 20,000 unique cards available in the game, which gives players a ton of options for personalizing their deck. New cards are released throughout the year in groupings we call sets, and while you can freely mix and match cards from any set, players do often prefer certain sets of cards over others. This can make gifting cards tricky. However, Magic is also a trading card game, so even if someone ends up with cards they don't personally have use for, they can always trade those to someone else to get what they do want. With all of that in mind, here are some of the best Magic card products available right now, in no particular order. First, the Brothers War Set Booster. As of recording this video, the Brothers War is the newest standard set release. And set boosters are the best way to acquire cards from that set. Standard is one of the most popular ways to play Magic, which makes cards found in these packs highly tradable. But the Brothers War also includes special throwback cards that are highly desirable to longtime fans of the game. Individual boosters like this are pretty cheap, so you can get a couple as stocking stuffers and watch as your player delights in discovering what's inside. If you want to kick it up a notch, though, there is a fancier version of this product called a collector booster. A collector booster has more rare cards in it, and more cards with a special foil treatment, which makes the cards more cosmetically appealing, and in turn increases their trade value significantly. While the Brothers War is the newest grouping of cards available, there are other sets from earlier this year that you might be able to find as well. Be on the lookout for Dominaria United, Streets of New Capenna, and Kamigawa Neon Dynasty as other options among booster packs, sure to excite your Magic player. But where do you actually find this stuff? Well, realistically, you have 4 options. The easiest is probably Amazon.com, which does carry a fair selection of Magic cards at prices that are about market average. But honestly, Amazon doesn't need your money, and I've heard horror stories of people not getting the right product or getting a product that was already opened and had the good cards removed before being shipped out. Easy does not mean best. So let's look at some other choices. You could shop from a dedicated card game store online. I've got several links down below, and while I am not sponsored or affiliated with any of them, I have used each one in the past, and I trust all of them to accurately fill any order. Some will even include things like fun stickers or what we call token cards that make a great little add-on for your gift, and that is something you'll never get from Amazon. The best thing to do, though, is probably shop locally. And while big box stores like Target and Walmart do carry Magic the Gathering, their selection is often small and prices are some of the highest you will find. Instead, consider searching out a local game store. These are pillars of the gaming community and much more deserving of your shopping budget than the retail giants. If you don't know where to find a game store near you, I've got a link in this video's description box that will take you to a store locator. Just give it your address, and it will point you to the nearest store that has Magic products. The best part about going to a game store is that they're going to have tons of other games, too. Don't get me wrong, getting more Magic cards for your Magic player is always a safe bet, but sometimes even the most devoted spellcaster likes to take a break from being a wizard. So here are some other games that Magic players might also enjoy. Sushi Go and its big brother, Sushi Go Party. This one is fun for the whole family and makes use of a drafting mechanic, which is something you can do in Magic. Basically, you start the game with a hand of cards, but only get to pick one to keep and then pass everything to your neighbor, while taking what is passed to you from the other direction. You'll continue selecting which card you want to keep out of your ever-moving hand, hoping to score points by having the best possible sushi meal assembled by the end of the game. Seven Wonders is similar in that you also draft cards each round, but this one has some deeper strategy behind it, and it really rewards long-term planning, which is a trait it shares with Magic. Seven Wonders was the game of the year in 2011, and over a decade later, it is still one of the best card games in a box out there. My third pick is called Star Realms. This one is a deck builder game in which players strategically pick from a variety of spaceships to add to their personal fleet each turn. Star Realms and its cousin Hero Realms, with a fantasy setting instead of science fiction, are both excellent self-contained experiences created by former professional Magic players, so they manage to feel familiar and fresh at the same time. Now, so far, we've assumed you're shopping for someone who already plays Magic and is looking to either grow their collection of cards or expand into other similar games. But what if your giftee is just starting out? Maybe they're curious about the world's best trading card game, but haven't really taken that first step into playing just yet. Well, look for the 2022 Starter Kit. It includes 2 decks ready to play against each other, plus a helpful rules packet and a code that can be redeemed in the Magic Arena video game for a digital copy of both decks. And if you want to get the whole family involved, grab Game Night Free-for-All, which includes 5 decks all ready to play right out of the box, making this a great way for players new and old to gather around the dinner table and share the experience without having to put any time into building up their own personal collection. Finally, there's Nicole's favorite, which is Jump Start, a sort of Magic smash-up with special booster packs designed to be shuffled together to create a deck on the spot. You need 2 packs per player, and each pack contains a different random theme, which results in some hilarious decks like Spicy Cats or Bugs Who Go to School. Alright, we have covered players just entering the game and ones who have been around long enough to know a Planeswalker from a Planeswalker, but how else can they show off their love of all things Magic? Might I suggest the Funko Pop Figures collection? Tons of Magic's most iconic characters have been reproduced with the chunky charm that only these toys have, and they make great decorations for an otherwise Magic-less desktop or workspace. If your player wants to know more about the story behind their favorite character or location within the world of Magic, you could consider one of the amazing art or story books as a gift as well. These are gorgeous books with illustrations that show why Magic art is constantly nominated for awards as some of the best in the industry. They're a great conversation starter on the coffee table and a perfect bedside companion for a little late night reading. Of course, if your Magic player likes books at all, they'll probably enjoy a novel by Brandon Sanderson. He's one of the most popular fantasy authors working today, and he himself plays magic, which makes him a fan favorite among gamers. Elantris is a standalone novel that's easy to get into, and his Mistborn series can be found in a convenient box set. And that'll look great with a bow on top. I'm just saying. But if you really want to impress your Magic player, try snagging a copy of The Magic Goes Away by Larry Niven. His stories had a profound impact on the creators of Magic the Gathering, so much so that he's had his name put on several cards. Okay, it's backwards, but still, it's a cool Easter egg, and everyone should know the story of what happens when the magic does go away. Not that it will anytime soon. Magic the Gathering is entering its 30th year of production, giving us tons of ways to celebrate this holiday season. I'll end with a question for all the players I know who are watching this video. Which gift on my list do you want most? Let me know down in the comments. Hit that link for Into the AM while you're down there, and then make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the great stories you'll only find here on Magic Arcanum. We'll see ya!